Hi, my name is Chelsea, and this is my YouTube channel, my first video. I apologize for a couple things. One, any jitters and nervousness I have, because I'm doing this just off the cuff. I'm doing it unscripted. I have a very small pad of notes that has 4 things on it, and they're just categories. What else? Excuse the jitters, excuse the background. This is, like I said, just off the cuff. I just wanted to obscure the background and have you focus on me. I mean, this background will probably be used a lot, but it won't be as wrinkly, it won't be as whatever. I haven't done any like proper photos in probably a year and a half, just because of different things. I had a really good setup, and I still do, but because somebody is in that room right now, I don't want to disturb them by filming in there and everything else. I live with my partner, and that's the person that's sleeping. I do not want to go into any further details about that because that's none of your business. So I identify as bigendered. I identify as both male and female. Separately, I was born a male. I live 80% of my life as a male, and probably the other 20 as a female. Both personalities are, I'm going to use the word personalities because it's easier. I mean, it's not entirely accurate, but it's probably the closest thing for most people to understand. I don't think I have multi-personality disorder, but I'll get into that. Both are there at the same time. It's just a different filter on life. I do think differently as a female than I do as a male. I do have slightly different hobbies, slightly different music tastes. Yeah. So, I do identify them as separate. Again, sorry if I'm fidgeting. I'm not good at not touching. I'm so bad at that. Genders. Yeah, so like I said, I identify as bigendered, and I express myself in that way by what would be conventionally called cross-dressing, even though for me, it's not really cross-dressing. I mean, you can play with brass tacks and terminology all you want, but I'm gonna just speak as freely as I can, and hope I'm clear. I can just sit up properly. We're gonna do that. Yeah, let's see. So, normally I would be dressed a lot more skin reveal, but because of where I live, which would be the rural area of Western Pennsylvania, and it's cold as shit right now. So, I'm wearing more clothes, which I always found, like, not really annoying, but just kind of funny, is that I spend all my time in jeans as a guy, and here I am with the option to wear so many different things. I'm wearing jeans. I'm wearing female jeans, but I'm wearing jeans. What else? 25. I don't know if that matters to anything. And I guess what I intend to do with this YouTube channel, I asked on Reddit, and it was sort of and everybody goes, yeah, I want to know how to be as pretty as you, and it's like, yeah, I'm probably not the best advice. I'm still a moron. I mean, I have many things to learn. I'm happy to be gifted with certain genes. I'm saying this, and as I'm saying it, I'm looking at my recording being like, you ugly piece of garbage. But, let me narrow it down to, at least I'm lucky to have a pseudo-androgynous face. So, yeah. Sorry, I'm nervous. Don't touch your fucking shit. Sorry. I know I shouldn't swear, especially because of how YouTube is, but I'm a sweary individual, and I know it's a bad habit, but especially for a woman, it's kind of a bad habit, stereotypically. But, yeah. I guess actually my location probably is a good segue into a couple different topics. again, Western Pennsylvania, rural area. It's a lot of backwoods people. It's a lot of, old-fashioned type of people. So it's risky, I would say. I know my eyes look like entirely different, but that's because I have a light here and not a light here. Like I said, not the best setup. It's just where I'm comfortable right now. Yeah, I have gone out dressed. I have gone out shopping. I mean, that's an entirely different experience. The world treats you differently as a man and as a woman, and I'll probably go into that at some point, but not now. This is supposed to be just an overview. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm jumping around. I guess this has turned into just an example of my voice. Yeah. Probably when I discovered I was bigendered, that'd probably be a good thing. I always knew that there was some sort of difference in me as a person. I knew I wasn't like the other boys, and and this was probably back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Again, a lot of terms that we have now weren't around, and the only one that was prevalent was transgender. Well, I'm gonna say transsexual because I have a rant about that, because transgender is meaningless as a word because you're not changing gender. You're changing your physical sex. I could get into that rant, but I'm not going to. And also, if you actually look at the word transsexual, you are traversing sex, like the sexual line. You are changing your, physical sex. And I will be using that term over transgendered because, again, the term is meaningless if you actually look at it. That's probably going to give me a lot of flack, and I know it will. Oh, wow. Way to be controversial. Right out the gate. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, transsexual, and again, at the time I was transsexual, I'm still going to use that term, because it makes sense. That was the only term that was around, and I played around with the idea, and that didn't feel right because I didn't feel okay committing to that, because I exhibited both, and after many, many years, probably about middle school, early high school, I discovered the term bigendered, and that was it. So what do I intend to do with this? Maybe makeup tips, random stories, advice, different pet peeves, spread what I know, I guess. I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm just kind of doing this off the cuff. But, yeah. What else do I want to say? I want to burp, but I don't want to burp on camera. Yeah. So, maybe at some point there'll be a tutorial about how I do cleavage. There'll be a tutorial about, different things. And again, I'm no expert. I'm not good at this. I've learned how to do what I do out of pure trial and error over many, many years of partially doing it. And I've found what works for me. So, and I mean, what I've found with makeup is that's the only advice I can give you. In essence, I can give you some ideas of what not to do, but I can't give you the idea of what to do. Yeah. So, I mean, you just have to experiment. Even when I've asked other, females I'm confided in for help, they kind of just go, and they all come up with different things, and it's all personal preference. So, find what works for you. That's about all I can really say. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I'm probably going to go clean after this, actually. So, yeah. Bye. Maybe there might be more.